What is going on, people? I am the Eric Anthony, and I'm here today to bring you my first gameplay footage of Jenny LeClue, however you say it. I'm here to bring you this game. It looks amazing. They've just recently released it on Switch, I believe today, or was it yesterday? I think it's today. So they also added spoken word in here. So before you had to read the subtitles and everything, but they added spoken word. It came out with the Switch version. I'm super happy about that. I played a little bit of it on Apple Arcade, and I liked it a lot. But I ended up canceling Apple Arcade because I don't really play games on my phone. I got a Switch, I got a PS4, PC, all this stuff. So I'm here today to bring you this gameplay. I'm super excited. I hope you are as well. I hope you enjoy. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, guys. So let's go ahead and get in right now. Let's go ahead and do a regular new game because I haven't played this on here. And here we go. Off to the races. Super excited. Should be a fun time. Definitely not. No. I actually kind of want to be creepy. I didn't know if you stay on one side for so long that it automatically chooses it. But that's fine. It could be totally normal. That's okay. So we're gonna have to control the character ourselves. I wonder where he's going. And that umbrella ain't doing nothing for you. Raining way too hard. Well, now it's for sure creepy, I tell you that. That is for sure. Okay, we got our first little, not necessarily a puzzle, but I guess you can call it a puzzle. So, of course, it seems pretty obvious that you got to get the lines lined up with the red one. However you do this, so we move the back one, that'll move, but the front one will move by itself. And there we go. Easy day. I love puzzles like this. Any type of game that has type of puzzles and everything, it's my type of game. Just heads up for you guys. There's gonna be moments where I'm gonna just be quiet and not say anything, because it seems like it's fitting for the scene to not speak, and sometimes I get lost into the game myself. So bear with me. If you need me to talk more, if that's more entertaining for you, just let me know in the comments. Or if you think I need to shut up and just let the game play, let me know. Just be polite with it, please. Or not. It's the internet. You're gonna do what you want anyways. But do enjoy.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue, and she was the world's greatest detective. Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
So this pretty much can only mean one thing. 9 times 10, they're telling the guy he needs to write the story differently. Because whatever it is ain't working anymore. It's like they do in movies and other things like that. Alright, so we got chapter 1. I'll let you guys go ahead and pause that and you guys can read over it. And then doesn't seem like anything too important. So go ahead and pause the video, read it over. Looks like just a list of names. More names. More names. Not sure what this exactly is for. Letter to Finkelstein's draft. Okay. Gotta do that, you know. What else we got here? This is what he was just, kind of place you might find anywhere. Okay, this is what he was just typing up. What we got over here? Just being a menace, just to be a menace, I guess. Graphic of this game is very beautiful, very amazing. Oh, don't! Ooh. That was gonna knock it off the table. But that would have been a little bit much. Yep. So the book sells, so they probably want him to change it up, add a little extra to it. I'll zoom in for you guys. Oh yeah, those sales look like they're plummeting. Well, they are plummeting. Don't look like it by a lot. So let's go ahead and flip it. All right. They're saying his stories are not good at all. Too safe, I guess. That should be it for the table. I don't see nothing else we can do.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir. Boring? Predictable? Pah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Alright, so I guess now we're about to really get into playing as Jenny LeClue, I assume. Like I said, when I played it on App Arcade, it was so long ago, I don't even remember it.
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different, and nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
Interesting.
Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No, no, no! Never move the victim!
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Okay, so this is Jenny's mom.
But he's doing it wrong!
As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh! Me! I think it was an accident?
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder. Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
Our first case. Alright.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally,
Deduce the real cause of death.
I love murder mysteries and things like this. This is like my favorite movies and games as well, so. Alright, so first, I'm gonna hit this mouth.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
So it might have something to do with was she drunk?
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Interesting.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Okay, the blood, clearly.
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
I'll see.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Okay, what else do we got going on? Dirty? Are the boots dirty?
A
approximately 8 sizes too big, and covered in mud.
Ah, see, look, I'm a true detective, you know? I know what I'm doing.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
Yeah, there's no footprints or anything on there. So, what else can we deduce from this? Got the blood. Anything on her hands? Looks like no. That's just the coffee. Missing one clue. Alright, I just try to check because they allow you to go pretty far off. Which I assume is probably nothing too far off. Oh, interesting. So we got the blood. We got the green stuff around her mouth. Got the mug. Alright. Did her sweater. Did the boots with the mud. The wet floor. Now I could be blind, but I'm honestly not seeing nothing else right now. Nor is anything going blue. Maybe I'm not a detective. Come on. I played Batman. I've been a detective before. I should know what I'm doing. I think I'm actually lost right here. This is very interesting. So let's just go from corner to corner and see what we got going on here. So as I'm playing this right now, I'm starting to remember this beginning part, which is all I really played on the App Store, on the Apple Arcade, and
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
I've seen enough. Time to wrap this
I
case
thought I hovered over that already.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
Because of their muddy boots. And nothing to do with the sweater. And your glasses. Gotta be.
No, that's not it. I'm missing something.
No. Okay. Let me rewind that. Let's do wet floor and glasses. She clearly can see you.
That doesn't seem right.
Okay. Maybe I have no clue what I'm talking about at all. Maybe the wet floor. And then the boots. That would make more sense. Which I feel like is what I was going to do first. Let's see. I might be wrong still.
The victim's boots are filthy.
They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor.
So where are they?
See, I knew that, you know? Definitely knew that.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
I literally thought that at first, and for some reason I went for glasses. I don't know why.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
I'm gonna go with the mouth and the cut. Because clearly someone must have poisoned or something of that nature.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer.
Yeah, there you go. See, look, I know a little something.
The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
I know something. Look at that. You know?
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny?
The gardener, enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test? Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which...
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya!
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool! What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
Okay. Let's see. Clearly see that right there. Obviously.
A new journal!
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
Okay, so let's do that then. I love nerds. We do not have many stickers. So I'm assuming you get more stickers throughout the game to decorate it more. So we'll start with this one. That big I love nerds right there. We'll do about maybe 2 of these things. We'll do a heart. Like right there, and then a magnifying glass. Of course, why not? That's all the decorating will do for the moment. A great detective.
A new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
I'm gonna try my best not to speak whenever they're already talking. So, and I already forgot the fact that I don't have to read everything. CEO, realist, dreamer, logical, emotional, and planner, improviser. I didn't want to choose something totally normal. It's okay. It happens. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so it's cool.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get
Emotional.
I've really gotta go. No, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow, the case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
I'll help. Why not?
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
Let's question motive.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
I'm curious how old Jenny is. Middle schooler, high schooler?
Alright, let's find these papers and get out of here.
I'd assume not high schooler, maybe. But run, Jenny, run! It looks like there's one paper underneath here already. I've just seen it.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Magnifying glass. We found a piece of paper.
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Come on, how great of a detective am I? Easy day.
Found you. Time to get out of here.
Funny thing is, I was just running just to run. I didn't even think I was gonna run right into it.
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment. Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
I'm laughing at the fact that she still looked into it. Let's see what her mother means. Gosh darn Jenny over here. Let's just explore real quick. I like to kind of see what the world has to offer.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your flavor?
I'm just, that's a fake laugh, of course.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
Yeah, pig blood doesn't sound good at all. Let's just go ahead and head out the classroom. We've accomplished our mission.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
Yes. I looked around.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Doesn't seem like he's changing up the story. The colors in this game is just amazing. I love the graphics. This is why indie games are amazing to me. The visuals.
What the? What a mess. I should investigate.
Sound like a bomb, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a cat. You're the meow. Gosh darn Jenny. Always up to no good. Oops, wrong thing. Sorry. Gonna get that trusty, Oh, I gotta hold A. I'm tripping.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
The puzzling postcard. Okay, let's see. Nothing over there. So we get an exit out of that.
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.
Okay, let's do that.
I wonder if anyone else reads this junk. Hold on. What's this? Oh no, they've extended curfew hours again. 9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town. It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
That definitely does indeed suck. I would not like that at all. Not that I go out after 9. To do, look out for remaining pieces. I honestly thought the cat was going to have something to do with it because we heard the cat meow and said dude was missing a cat, so. But we can see. Oh.
Hey, you!
Oh, hi there!
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was pruning, but then I discovered the cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
I'm a little intrigued. I am.
Really? Like what?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark, berries that emit a bioluminescent mist, and flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Where? I've never seen any of those things.
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close. That's one of the privileges of working for Dean Strasberry in his greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Okay, interesting, interesting. So we got nothing over there. If I can see what else we could find on this postcard. Postage. What did it say again? Postcard. Okay, okay. Just making sure I was correct. Got another board here. Might have some information for us. Doesn't look like anything, so we'll just keep it going. Bonfire celebration. Huh.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the Dean's impending retirement.
Left. Left. I said left, damn it. What part of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier. If you're not careful, we're gonna have bronze brains all over the floor.
They seem busy. I should probably leave them
Sounds
to it.
like a plan, Jenny.
Hello, Mr. Stroudsbury. How are you today?
Lucky
A jolly gentleman, the Dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
What do you think, Jenny?
The Dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Stroudsbury.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the Dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
It's probably just a perspective, Mr. Stroudsbury.
You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you. I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny. A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Well, okay. Anything for you, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few
I
questions.
feel like I don't want to be mean to him because he seems like a nice guy, you know? Alright, so let's see what we got. Nothing on his face. No crumbs or anything. Oh, wait. Got a little stain right here. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button. That is definitely a clue. Looks like jam.
The Dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
Looks like the same jam from inside the office. Or inside the classroom. Nice little ring there.
Ipsa scientia potestas est. Looks like Latin. Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Stroudsbury family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power. The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny. And nothing is as important as the truth.
Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Let's see what else we got here. Grass.
For the Dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh! Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy. I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
The fact that she said the sticky stuff and he had a different thought in his mind. Thought she was a nice guy, you dirty old man. Spoon, of course, clearly. So are these both two separate clues? I think maybe, yeah.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
A thick bundle of note cards poked out of the dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest? You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short, and quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now. I just can't seem to find the right words.
Okay, okay. Oh, wow, we still got 3 more clues. Interesting, interesting.
His watch is slow. That's unlike the Dean. He's usually very punctual. Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
Why are you meeting then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
Yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Stroudsbury?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I
Something's
forget.
real fishy right now.
Now, where were we?
Alright, so we got 2 more clues. Nothing with his hands. We already got the pants. Got the ring, the watch, the spoon, all that good stuff. There is something on his bow tie.
It can't be dandruff. He has no hair. I have a hunch it's powdered sugar.
Could be. But you can't have dandruff in your beard or your mustache, I guess. Pretty big mustache.
The dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt moonbeams, and not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Sure, Mr. Stroudsbury. I've got everything I need to solve
Everything
this
I
mystery.
need. Okay.
What did the Dean eat for
So
breakfast?
definitely something to do with the shirt button, whatever's on his bow tie. It's my guess. So let's see if that has to do with it.
Jam on his shirt and powdered sugar on his tie. The evidence points strongly to the Dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
Come on now. #1 detective right here, baby.
What else can I tell about the Dean's morning?
Let's see. That's a good question. His shirt is buttoned incorrectly. Maybe? Maybe these 3? I don't see what the button or the ring would have to do with anything.
The Dean had neglected to wind his pocket watch. The act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off. Which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket.
Come on now. Can I get it? Yes.
You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing...
Ooh. Let's go with raspberry.
raspberry.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Stroudsbury. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a LeClue. Your father would be so proud.
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library. What a small world this is.
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny LeClue.
Okay, so this seems like a pretty good part to end this first part. So, of course, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter for the latest scoop. I really appreciate anything you guys provide, input, likes, all that good stuff. Really helps out. Pretty much no matter what, I'm going to continue doing this game because I enjoy myself, and why not record it and bring it to you guys. So thank you for all you do. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Thank you very much, and I shall see you guys on the next part. Deuces!